Good, I guess it's already evening, so good evening everyone. Or good morning for some of you, I guess. Or is it good afternoon? Well, it depends. But hello, welcome. We will be continuing our playthrough of Moon Crystal today. And... okay. It seems to work just fine. But before that, let me greet everybody who has already joined. Kokiginyo Parma, Kokiginyo generic username, and thank you for the Stretch Plus Hydrate redeem. Thank you so much. I have some water prepared here already. Kokiginyo PPA, Kokiginyo Drugstore, Kokiginyo soft drinks make me happy. Kokiginyo Alex, Kokiginyo Itsumo Night. Welcome. And let's dive right into the game. I've already successfully forgotten everything I should do here. Oh heck. Call it a warm-up run, What has your Monday been so far? I rarely stream on Mondays, so it's quite a rare occasion for me to ask you guys about that. Work soon? Good luck with your work. I asked for a day off tomorrow. So I have 3 days offs in the... Oh, 3 days off? 3 day offs in a row. I will be getting plenty of extra rest tomorrow. Hello, Reflow! Was it a chill rainy day? Is it work as well? Oh, I'm happy to know that. Oh, heck. Perished already. Wait, Monday today, so no work. Took two ladies to church a few towns over since there was no mass in this one today. On your car? And they didn't mind riding it with you? I mean, you'd usually be a bit more suspicious, or maybe they see you all the time, and elderly ladies, yeah, but still, I don't know. Isn't it dangerous? You know, acting like PPA is a non-criminal? It works both ways, honestly. Like, what if they tried to steal something from you? Great sermon, beautiful building, all in all a good day. Oh, that's so nice. Hello, Shroner, Gokiginyo. One of whom I have often chauffeured on such occasions. Oh, that's cool. You have made some important connections with elderly ladies. My Monday was pretty uneventful. I just woke up, drew a little bit, and then it was time for me to go for a run, and then I streamed, and that was it. And I died. Elderly lady social link. I mean, there are all sorts of social links in the Persona games. Miss Nightingale knows that I watch Karen and suspects me of being suspicious company to elderly ladies. Karen is a young lady though. Even though her hair is grey. You just woke up at 6 PM? No. I meant to say, just was there to show that very little happened during the entire day. Like, I woke up, I drew, and then poof, it is time for me to stream. Then 5 PM? No, I woke up at 10 AM. Am I perfectly healthy or jelly? Where was that counter? Here we go. But also there's something I have been thinking about after yesterday's stream. We were talking about the blueberry girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and how in the original she doesn't have a toxic mom pushing her to be a champion. She's just a nasty kid who is a bit too obsessed with her chewing gum. And I've been thinking about as to like what exactly is this supposed to show. The blueberry kept you up at night? No, I thought about it during the day. And I thought like, basically, what? What was your conclusion? So the point is, Wonka's factory makes sweets, right? And, well, the chewing gum is technically a type of sweets as well. But unlike, say, a chocolate bar or a cake, this one, it can be enjoyed for a relatively long time, right? In case of this girl, literally forever. And I thought this was about how all of the technically finite enjoyments, even the experiences that in this particular work come in form of the sweets. Okay, I can heal myself here. How they're being replaced by something that lasts longer but doesn't really excite us that much. It's a continuous experience, alright? Pretty much like live service games, isn't it? But there's no end to this experience. It's not something you can enjoy, it's not something you can look forward to. Charlie was like, oh, I wish I could eat my chocolate that I'm only allowed to eat once per year. But this girl, she was chewing her gum like continuously. There's no excitement in it. It's just an automatical process at this point. That's a lot of that, Jonas. That's alright, they do not mind being dead. I'm not sure if they mind anything at this point. Non-chewing gum sweets have plant obsolescence, yeah! The game ramped up in difficulty. It was always difficult to begin with. What? And yeah, the floor is fallen, everything's fallen. It's like humans being replaced by robots. Being replaced by cheap manpower symbolized by Oompa Loompas. But no, Okay. But yeah, I just kept thinking about how technically the games we play and stuff are all the same. Even the streams, in a way, those are akin to the chewing gum themselves. Because this is just an endless form of content, basically. Chewing gummers. Disgusting. Ew. The eternal cycle? Indeed. They're turning Jonas into chewing gum? Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Did I just jump off the wall? I'm not succeeding much here, huh? Well, there we go, there we go. Hello, there's Monk kicking you. Good luck with Monk Crystal today, thank you. Oh, tasty no gum. I wonder what taste would it have though. This latest content will give us viewers a lot to ponder on in our non-consumption phase. I mean, with how little I've been streaming, it definitely is your non-consumption phase. Assuming you only watch me and nobody else. Though if you do, it must be a pretty miserable experience. I'm pretty sure there are better people out there to watch the streams of. I mean, I am getting there. I am getting there. Well, I just need to come up with... Like, I do not know which way of beating him. Either jumping over him or jumping in front of him and attacking is better, to be honest. Because, like, both seem to suck when it's me trying to pull them off. Also, since we have entered officially the hot season, I am craving ice cream like crazy. You can just think of yourself as the waiting room for other content. Yeah, but I can't forbid other people from doing this. I have an unofficial priority ranking of whom to watch when they stream concurrently, and multitabbing gets too exhausting, and Miss Nightingale is at the top. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, I'm honored. Just what is the strategy around his, like, second form? I can never tell if the devs wanted you to dodge all of the boss's moves, or if going full aggro is the right way. Going full aggro definitely worked with all of the bosses before. This one is a little bit more tricky than that. And I still do not know what is the proper strategy against him. I'm yet to figure this out, and I do not know how many dead units this will take. Oh well, there we go, there we go. But see, I took off 3 hearts of his HP bar. So maybe if I have all of the health power-ups collected and approach him at a higher health. Thankfully, being a contrarian, it's easy to avoid the vast majority of other VTubers. I have always been curious as to who else you guys watch. I mean, aside from the people that I see in the chats of. Oh wait, also I forgot to put +1, then you know. Chicken Coop and Jer, Gokinyo. Hello Slayer, Gokinyo. What's good everyone? Well, trying to get through this. I'm not even sure if this is a final stage of the game. Heck. Guess I will be dying here again. Unless... Oh no! Oh my god. I genuinely believed that this was a funny little... I'm not sure if it was a glitch, but it was definitely there. Oh no. But oh yeah, what was I talking about before? Speaking of other VTubers, that founder of Miss Nightingale tweeted today is gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was really scared I wouldn't make it in time. But well, I somehow did. I hope Joro enjoys it. But even if she doesn't, this was a good practice. I was really proud of myself for enjoying it, because I managed to pull off certain things relatively well. But now I'm not sure anymore. A couple hours have passed since I've posted it, and now I'm just like, well, it's alright. I don't usually watch a lot of streams of games I haven't played because I'll end up adopting a lot of the opinions of the streamer. Oh, that's an extremely wise approach. I salute you for doing this. Just saw it pretty. Thank you. I only didn't retweet it because Miss Nightingale did so well on many aspects and I don't wish to scandalize anyone. Huh? Do you think I should have posted it maybe under her NSFW tag? I mean... I wouldn't guess it to be Yuna, that's how well she did. Wow, this low-key reads like an insult. of how I normally draw. But I was really surprised. Well, I never noticed that Jaro was no pan all along. I mean, I guess you do not really need panties in like underwater, and especially if you're a slug. The retro games is less of a problem somehow. How so? Do you mean that you have already played? Oh my gosh, plenty of them. And there are no new opinions for you to adopt? Don't take it the wrong way. Sorry, I just found it to be funny. I do not really think you tried to insult me or something. Please do not worry. But I mean, yeah, with the drawings of YouTubers that I normally post, I never really bother with the background or anything, right? So I guess it's a bit of a surprise to see a picture with a somewhat rendered background from Nightingale. I get what that YouTube snail is saying, except I instead find myself disagreeing with many opinions that tubers and streamers have. What about the opinions of Yuna Nightingale, the one and only? What? The worst of all is when you look in the comments or chat hoping to see some constructive discussion, only for it to be anything but... I mean, this does often happen. Oh my god! I just killed myself. But it's just because I noticed how a lot of streamers... I'm not trying to say they're not interesting, it's more that I'm surprised how they manage to remain interesting even though they sometimes provide so little substantial commentary, or if it ends up being like really short. Because as you guys have noticed, I'm a very verbose type, but at the same time sometimes I feel like I do not really say anything on point. And then I try to watch streams of other people to like maybe learn something from them, and they sometimes say so little. Once again, I'm not trying to use this as a way of criticizing them. It's more that I'm surprised how they manage to say how they manage to stay interesting and relevant and always say something on point. Wait, I might have figured it out actually. Did you guys see when our jumps cross and I hit him mid-jump, it doesn't seem to hurt me, but instead I end up damaging him. I've been shopping around for VTubers recently to try and fill some vacant aesthetic niches, but didn't find anyone, and lost interest often when they just commented on superficial things about the gameplay. I feel like sometimes I am the one commenting on superficial things about the gameplay. I mean, sometimes, especially with the longer games or shorter games that take you a long time to beat, you eventually just run out of things to spot. Even if you... oh my god. Even if you put in some conscious effort to notice it. Hello Augment, yo! There's an amazing streamer you can watch to learn how to be a cute second princess if you need a recommendation. Actually, I do need to watch more Lisa Sama. I agree. And actually, she's a wonderful example of a streamer that does really witty commentary sometimes. And I really love how observant she is of the games she plays. And she's also such an erudite. Like, I remember, I don't remember which exact game that was, I think some puzzle game, but she brought up trivia I didn't expect a Japanese VTuber to know in the first place. So I was genuinely positively shocked. But then again, they just, I mean, at least back in her day, they just didn't hire anybody into Corpus. Oh my god! I mean, they don't hire just anybody even these days. But I just know how it is with Ninja and Holo. How they all have some, oh my god, background. I think my favorite moment of her is her making a very important announcement and Shyla admitting she likes girls wearing that type of clothes. The clothes a girl in the game was wearing. Yeah, I appreciate moments like that though. I think some people come more for the actual game than the streamer. A lot of viral streamers are like that. Like the Battle Royale ones. I'm trying to win down on VTubers. I do not know how the Flash streamer scene is. I do not watch a lot of them, and I have not watched a lot of them to begin with. But But I feel like with bigger ones, it's so more so about their personality, no? Avoid the flash streamers at all costs. I don't know, there are some nice ones, I think. It's just that it's not a niche for me, essentially. What? I think you're too harsh on yourself. I'd say you do basic commentary only when very focused. Usually it's more of a two-way convo in your case. Oh well, I guess so, I guess so. I mean, it's sometimes really hard to reflect on how you personally are doing without underestimating or overestimating oneself. You would think, but then you take a look at the big flash streamers and it feels like they have negative personality. It's confusing. But how come so many people end up watching them? I mean, they usually do like, not all of them once again, but the ones so, for example, popular among my friends, they stream really basic stuff like Minecraft and like reacting on some videos and stuff. So you'd expect their personality to shine through otherwise really redundant and repetitive content. At least that's how I imagine it. I've never actually watched any of them, so I do not want to comment in any negative way on their content. I just know it exists and that it's not for me, basically. Interesting tangents or elaborate on background information or related concepts. I wish I could do this more. I wish I knew more trivia to share. I wish I could see more elements I would recognize and spark about. This is why I think it's really important for streamers to kind of like always absorb a lot of new information, like a sponge basically, so that they always have something to fill up the dead air with. Not something I'm always succeeding at, but I'm doing my best. Hello Mazu, kakigin-yo! I generally avoid game reviews and video essays at this point, even by many big names, because I've noticed they tend to just describe the game and its vibes as opposed to actually having anything insightful to say about its design. I mean, yeah, a lot of these quote-unquote video essays, they end up just being a retelling of the plot, essentially. Which is why, I guess it's alright, especially if it's an untranslated game and you are supposed to provide some context about what is going on there. Like a Japanese-only game, for example. But then again, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. The only thing I absolutely detest about the video essays and such is the clickbait titles. They trigger my fight or flight response. Well, I mean, I did figure it out, probably. I just need to... train, practice more. Practice more at falling down. This is twice in a row now that it has happened. Me falling down off this exact platform. You don't take damage on contact? Yeah, I suppose this is when I should hit him. Oh my god. You'll get made fun of by Karin if you do. If I do film a video essay. Or if I add a clickbait title to it. Then again, I do not really plan on making any. Well, I was almost there. But it feels so good to have finally figured out what exactly to do here. Call this young audio beat the Dark Souls of Prince of Persia likes? Thumbnail with a pile of dead Jonas. A pile of dead Jonas, oh my god. Somebody needs to draw it. Like, you know, when they actually grow some morbid way. I wish I got more darker artworks. My maiden's heart just yearns for macabre stuff. Maybe I need to commission some very specific artists on Scamp. Like the shrimp before the pile of cooked shrimp, but with Jonas. Poor shrimp. Oh no. Actually, shrimp is so tasty. Maybe I need to cook some for myself sometime soon. There's truly one thing I really miss abroad. Well, besides my parents and friends, but those are not a thing. Those are people. But yeah, if there's one thing I miss abroad that I can't easily buy in, say, any Eastern Euro shop, for example, it's the shrimp roll from the McDonald's menu. I never knew it was an Audioland special. It was so tasty. I still remember the taste. A scab artist I discovered whose tastes are great and great fit doesn't draw VTubers. Eh? Like at all? They just have it somewhere in their description that they do not take the commissions of VTubers? Or was it a lobster or some other creature? I forgot. Oh, I don't remember. Wait, I think it was a shrimp, no? Yeah? Oh, that's the first time I've heard of it. What do they draw then? Hello, Borog, you really want to be this one, huh? I do. Oh my gosh. But now I'm feeling a bit more refreshed, so here's to hoping I will be beating it today. With a little bit of positive thinking. OCS did draw a few VTubers in the past, but then updated the profile to explicitly exclude them. It's so strange. I mean, what if a VTuber themselves is commissioning them? Dark Artworks commissioned my OC Bully and Yuna? Huh? Huh? I do not want to be bullied though. What's next? Will you commission some Yunorana? What? Well, no, I wouldn't go there unless you meant Reonification. I pronounced Riona and Riona quite differently though. I think the machine translation mixed it up. Or... I mean, you can just post the original text here, I guess. Settle down, mean Hera. Wait, that's a perfect word though. Mean Hera. Like a man Hera who's mean on top of that. I blended the VTuber part with the standard no AI learning part. Yeah, I would also think so. I also read it like VTuber Irai Gakushu Nando Kimchi. How's current morale right now? Pretty fine, I would say. I have finally figured out how to deal with the boss's second phase, so I'm really eager to beat him up at last. Shotgun Buccaneer, yo! I know a lot of artists will exempt foray art and commissions because they don't want to be largely associated to being a foray artist. Maybe it's similar to that. I promise you, like, associating or not associating with the VTuber scene is not something most artists on Scab would be concerned with. Oh my god. Since most of them, the absolute most of them are Japanese, so it's usually a matter of drawing the commissions based on a pre-existing IP, which is why a lot of them, for example, do not take the commissions for fan arts. Not all of them, once again, but it can get pretty sensitive. But with VTubers, it's mostly fine, I believe. Then again, I'm not sure about the corpo ones. Like the big corpo ones. But indie ones, they get drawn just fine by the Scab artists. But then why is my request that I sent before I misread that disclaimer being ghosted? Some artists just take a really long time to review their requests. As long as it doesn't get declined, I would say it's fine. Some even wait until the very end of the acceptance deadline. What? Hope? I mean, you would have probably got if there's something, some proper reason for your Scab request to be declined, it would have gotten declined right away, I think. The cover disappears the artist they don't like. You can't even damage the boost, damage boost that because of the first phase, tough one. I mean, I can probably get through the first phase a bit more successfully. It's just that I personally keep bringing my health until the lowest point there. Okay, that's good to know. But Scab can get really addictive, especially with how many great and really cheap artists are there. Cheap artist sounds really wrong. like cheap viewers. Unfortunately, this month I ended up purchasing a dress for myself instead. So there won't be any new scabs anytime soon. Though I do have a couple of artists in mind that I would love to commission eventually. Some of them are, for example, the artist that recently drew Yuma. I do not know if you guys have seen the artwork she commissioned. This one works fairly fast, I think. Wait, give me a moment, I will show you the artwork. Humanea. The no one? No. So here's the artwork she ended up commissioning recently. And is the artist I have been planning on reaching out to for the longest time. Wait, where is it? Save image. Why doesn't it work? Okay, we'll just take a screenshot again. For those of you that may not have Twitter, I know that people like this are a fairly prevalent crowd. But here it is. It's got a bit of a darker vibe. Maybe that person had issues with VTubers or VTuber fans. Oh, that particular artist? No, PP has found out that apparently it was just a faulty machine translation, basically. It's fine. It's fine. But you look beautiful. I hope so too. I don't have Twitter, it is awful. I mean, I can't even judge you. You know, it says do not use. Oh no. I mean, I'm not using it for like printed artworks or anything. I'm just showing it to you guys. It's a nice piece. Yeah, a great one. And they work fairly quick, I believe. What if the AIs in chat learn from it? The snake eyes. Actually, there was something about the snails that I thought I wanted to bring up recently, but I don't remember anymore. Oh! No! You know what really pisses me off about how I'm playing through this particular boss? It's that no matter how many hearts I have in the beginning of the stage, I end up with just one by the start of the second phase. Which means I can theoretically do better. I can have at least a couple hearts left if I enter this place with 6 HP. But I just keep underperforming. Isn't my teapot to water cool a GPU rig for AI training while Miss Nightingale isn't thirsty? But it's summer! I'm always thirsty. A season of constantly hydrating oneself. What? Oh damn. My timeline is completely fine, no issues there. Same for me, same for me. The only thing I can complain about is when especially the algorithmic feed, since in the chronic timeline you can chronicle, you can kind of just scroll back to this point, but the algorithmic feed that sometimes decides to refresh itself right as you stumble upon the cutest artwork you've ever seen. Drinking water is not summer exclusive? Yeah, but you're more prone to drinking it during hotter seasons. What? You get something lost all the time, all the time. All of the cute girl artworks that I'm not even sure even existed to begin with at this point. This game makes me think of a weird mix between Zelda 2 and Uchiho KG Shader, released or redressed for the West as Shatterhand. It's the first time I've heard of it. The first phase is truly brutal. Maybe there's a better way of getting through it. It's just that I personally just suck. Based on the tokusatsu show? Oh, I see. Is it Sentai? Or some other one? Water just enters your throat automatically. I wish it did. Oh my god. Remember how back when I was a kid, I thought how cool it would be if the computer chairs had the toilet compartment just built in. But looking back at this idea now, it sounds really dystopian. From what I've seen, he just sings endless. I just need to survive it somehow. Oh my gosh. Speaking of that, you guys watches tokusatsus? I mostly prefer kaiju movies, but I'm not exactly opposed to toku, even though... I mean, kaiju movies are a part of the toku genre, to begin with. But I assume you're speaking more so of like the TV series, like the Big 3, Big 4. Like what is there? Sentai, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Garo, what else? I can only think of 4 main ones. And then again, Garo is probably not exactly on the same scale. The JKG trilogy was first release of third series Metal Heroes existing besides Super Sentai and Kamen Rider from Toei Company and Bandai. It became defunct at the end of the 90s. Oh, is that so? Is that so? It makes it all the more interesting though. Let me see. Hello, second meme lord. Gokigenyo. Oh wait, I will show it on stream. Where is it? I'm not big into tokusatsu at all, but someone did recently recommend Garo and it looks rad in a toony way. That's pretty much the entire point of Garo, isn't it? Also, the anime adaptation also had female Ambano Seimei. Just like, well, go on. Yeah, that's me. This is what I strive to be, actually. Garo has hands down some of the best designs in the genre. I also think so, even though I've never actually watched any. Ghosts in my area? Mayhaps. Grew up with as much tokusatsu as anime, if not more tokusatsu. I guess there are people like that, especially since some of the toku titles were localized in the West. I think. Only point of reference is the English Power Rangers. When I was a kid, I always thought the nerdy Blue Ranger was the coolest character for some reason. I don't think I've ever properly engaged even with the Power Rangers. I did watch a couple of episodes, but that's about it. Power Rangers is on a weird hiatus at the moment. Wait, are you trying to tell me it was still coming out until some fairly recent point? Got into tokusatsu because of Time Ranger, it's great. Hello Yuria! Hello, yo. I just noticed you have the Chaos Head PFP. That's cool. Power Rangers Cosmic Fury is the newest show. What the heck? I never knew that. I thought it was like, well, maybe not a one-off, but just a couple of seasons released in 90s or 2000s. I expected him to jump though. This continues from 1993 to 2023? I'm shocked. I'm utterly shocked. Do you know Mystic Knights of Tirnanog? You did bring it up before. I wonder if the uncle watched it. I mean, Tirnanog is kind of like an important part of her lore. I watched it as a kid, but watching as an adult brings another whole meaning. As in, when you understand where exactly it borrows from and everything. Unlike Bionicle, Power Rangers is actually still making new stuff in the background. Remember some kids in my kindergarten were into Bionicle? I even had a toy of the blue one, I think. My parents got it secondhand from somebody. I think the concept of Bionicles is really cool because they apparently represent the cells in your body fighting the cancer or something. Was that the point? I do remember it has some like vaguely medical roots. You can take a look at Potrin. It was one of the main inspirations for Sailor Moon. Oh, I know about Potrin. I like that because that's how I perceive things if I'm ill and a bit fevery at night. It always reminds me of how Shoji Masuda came up with the idea of Yoshichizu while observing his dad struggle with cirrhosis. Let's not delve into bionicle autism, we don't have enough time. But that's really interesting though. It's all about timing, it's all about timing. No, that's over. This was 89.5 then Yunus. I perceive bodily sensations and somehow my brain imagines armies marching around and such things. Have you watched Hataraku Saibo? The boss looks annoying without long range attacks available. Yeah, but at the same time, having long range attacks would have rendered him really boring. So I kind of understand why they didn't go for them. Or why they made the boss like this. I have not? You should, you should. It's a great one. Hello, brother. Gokigenyo. There are pale ladies fighting in my body right now, that's awesome. I love them all. I remember finding some Bionicle lore book back in the day and still couldn't make sense of what's happening. Even with the book. What are your thoughts on Chaos Head, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, I've interacted with it at a fairly early point in my, let's call it in my weeb career. So there was a lot of stuff I couldn't quite make out of it, which I probably would have appreciated. Oh my god. Having grown up more. But I think it's better than Steins Gate. Like if you're talking about the Kagaku Adventure series, I like the vibes more. Though Celtic 9 is probably my most favorite one. The anime at least. And now that the VN, which was released later, didn't quite live up to the bar it set for itself with the anime. Lolango Kigenyo, based. What exactly is based? May liking Chaos Head and the Celtic 9 more? I mean, Steins Gate is alright, but I mean, it was fun. I remember how I was watching it as a kid. What about Elp Psychongro? I've never seen Steins Gate. Da-da-da! It's got a lot of iconic moments and great characters, but overall it just, I don't know. It feels very sterile in a way. Let me focus, let me focus. What? Mama. This gate always felt like the memes were more popular than the content, but it might just be me. I mean, it's a solid time loop story with a lot of, oh my god, I did it again somehow. It's very even with all the otaku stuff, I would say it's a very normie friendly work, because it's mostly limited to fairies and Daro. And it's so... Then again, I'm not saying normie friendly in some bad way, but I feel like Chaos Head is more of a subculture work, while Steins Gate has wider appeal. I'm not saying, I'm just saying no. I'm trying to mimic mimic the sounds from the stream's title. But yeah, this seems to be the right way of beating him. Advanced Momomo? Yeah! But well, since I have figured out how to do this, it just means that eventually I will succeed. It's looking like during his first phase he always does 3 attacks and pauses for a second. I'm not sure if there's enough time to get a hit in, but if you can, you might be able to avoid damage. Oh, wait. I will try abusing it. Thank you for letting me know. But that aside, I feel like I've gotten slightly better at getting through the stage itself at the very least. Not counting the cases where I just drop off the edge of the platform. This conversation kind of reminds me of Attack on a Video. In what way exactly? I just really love works dealing with the otaku culture in any way. I'm more so talking about slice of life, things like Genshiken for example, and I think the work that formed my my deep love for love in deep space. Deep and love just in one sentence. They just immediately made me think about it. But my deep and profound love for the works about otaku, it was doujin work. I'm not sure if you guys have even read it or watched it. It was probably not the most popular one. Sorry, Abara, I couldn't follow your advice. Maybe next time. Can you beat Moon Crystal stage 6 on the first try? First of all, I had to grind the stage for 5 hours in order to then beat it on the first try. As long as it works. As long as it works. Otaku culture overall, but also the interaction from the community with normies. I don't have anything against the quote-unquote normies, it's just that Steins Gate is something I would show to my parents, for example. But then again, I made them watch Raildex with me when I had the Raildex phase in like when I was younger, in middle school or so. So I'm pretty sure they would have survived even more otaku-pilled works. Now it looks like he just doesn't stop attacking once you get close. If I had to do this, I'm not sure how I would. I just need to survive, A lot of things here, they just depend on proper timing, which I personally just can't get, but maybe with enough skill, some other person would be able to. But yeah, it looks to me as if he doesn't really stop at any point. Okay. Adventure of Link of Zelda was a girl? This is a boy. It's Rikya. His name is Rikya. Rikya Slater, he's the protagonist. Thank you for the Stretch Plus Hydrate redeem, generic username. Thank you. Oh no, we've been going for 1 hour already. And I'm still nowhere close to beating the guy. I don't know why I did it like that. But it's fine. But judging by the thumbnail... Oh, it's our friend. It's our friend Merle. Zelda isn't a girl? Who knows? I mean, the only Zelda game I've played was Majora's Mask, and there was no Zelda at all. Sorry, Yuno_CH. You know Nightingale will be starting your stream shortly. We might have to leave you. Yeah, bye bye. See you some other time. Oh. That it was a heroine? No, he's a hero. Zelda is a dude just like Metroid. Ah. 91. Give me a moment, I will pour myself some more water and then we'll continue. I'm back. Did I refresh the counter? Or let me see. Welcome back. Thank you. Don't think I did. No, I did actually. Nice. I'm such a responsible adult somehow. John Metroid. But I recall being really surprised. I mean, I've never played Metroid, so I didn't know that, but I was really surprised to know that Samus was a girl. Zelda shows up in the flashback to reteach you the Song of Time. Oh wait, yeah, she does. But that aside, she doesn't appear then in the game's plot. A pretty one on that, yeah. Love me some blonde women. Hello, young green. Gokiginyo. What? Bean. It's okay. It's fine. You can still get through here. Honestly, the reveal at the end that you were playing a woman the entire time was such an iconic one. Well, I mean... I'm not surprised that it was, but at the same time... there's no way I would be able to experience it in the real time. Kind of. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I bet a lot of people were surprised. It was not an often occasion at the game, not a frequent occasion in the games back in the day, if you think about it. Ah! I need to practice, Practice doing proper jumps. Let's just train until I do, say, 5 jumps in succession. Well, I think this is it. You can probably count on one hand the amount of action games with a female protagonist on the NES. But there's some other ones. I think there's a Thunder, right? Or was it for SNES? I don't remember. I've been thinking about it ever since it was brought up on the previous stream. Okay, I've got 2 hearts. 2 hearts, I just can't waste this opportunity. Except that maybe I can. I can't quite time it all that well. Okay, first one. Ah! Just what is the timing to hit him correctly? My claim has no evidence as I skipped most of the NES era. Oh, alright then. But I personally can't think of any, even though, well, it's not that I'm an avid NES fan or anything. I mean, there probably are at least some games. Maybe more so on the Japanese side. But I just remembered once again that I have a day off tomorrow. I'm so happy. The happiest, the luckiest dojo in the entire world. Okay, first one. I mean, another hard thing to figure out here is the timing of hitting him during the jump. But well, I think this is the most HP I got to take off him in one go, in one run. So this is some success, alright. Let's go. Let's go. Well, at the very least, the stage itself is somewhat of an automated process at this point. Okay, first one. Oh? Just do not really understand how these jumps work. But I was so close, I was so close to defeating him. Was the boss going? I see you can reach the second phase now. Yeah, and even progressed through it somewhat successfully. Yeah, it was really close. Hello Alex, by the way, I'm checking the internet, and that's kind of a tough thing, as a lot of games don't feature just a female protagonist, but allow you to choose one as a secondary option. I think this counts though. No? If our initial subject of research is kind of like which games allow you to play as a woman, then those should count, right? Well, this really scared me for a second here. Let's reset the stage. Not the stage, but the room. 2003. I'm so lucky. Yeah, what a nice save. Okay, I guess I'll have to re-enter it. Or I can just honestly ignore it altogether. But I will probably, like, if I fail, then I'll have to restart anyway. Who cares if it happens in the lifespan of one that you know, or, well, future that you know. As you know is alive for now. What am I talking about? This rabbit hole is leading me down a path of nostalgia where people before me have tried to catalog games with female main characters on the NES. Oh. How long is the list though? How big is the catalog? What? That was really unfortunate. Surely some other time. Oh my god. Can the second phase boss hit you if you crouch? Yeah, I tried that immediately. And it didn't work. You're using that Jonas as a measurement tool. I don't think it's even remotely accurate one. Rather than a measurement tool, it would have been a measurement unit, isn't it? Haha, unit. An absolute unit. Remember how I was looking into like the drawing software for PC-98? I was kind of thinking about doing like a series of exploring different drawing apps on it, and well, drawing some of my VTuber friends, but then I kind of abandoned this idea. But yeah, I was really surprised to stumble upon all of that software along with the download links cataloged on some Audioland website with some really detailed explanations as well. I usually expect this kind of info to be either in Japanese or in English. There seems to have been some real enthusiast even back in the day. The problem is that most of these won't be complete because they are obviously only taking Western releases into consideration. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But it's better than nothing. Also, wait, I'm pretty sure that there was a Valkyria no Densetsu game on the NES. At least one. Or was it SNES after all? I'm pretty sure it was a NES game. No! Well, that's tragic. First phase is tough, tanking all the damage. I'm pretty sure there's a better way of getting through it, but still. This particular site has separate text to separate games where you play a female in a party or a team, or whether you play the entire game as a female. I really like the thoroughness. Somebody really needs to make an up-to-date version that will take all of the Japanese-only games into account. But I appreciate the effort nonetheless. I really got to love how some of the enemies throw rocks at you while the other ones are equipped with submachine guns. Then again, I'm only calling them submachine guns because you guys told me it's a submachine gun and not a machine gun. I personally, like, if I didn't know better, I would have just called it a gun. What even is the difference between a submachine gun and a machine gun, and how are you able to, like, tell them apart in such a tiny resolution anyway? The 3-day software monk? Yeah, that's me, that's me. I'm the Mikka Bozo of PC-98 drawing software. Machine gun is very big and heavy and often stationary. Ammo caliber, but in this game, okay, as for the size, I suppose it makes sense. Submachine gun is smaller, machine gun is the massive chain gun with longer barrels. I see. SMGs are usually designed to fire handgun cartridges. Ah. I will probably forget all of this trivia as soon as the stream is over, because it's not something I usually keep in mind. But thank you guys for the explanations. And thank you, not thank you, but hello Lorenzo, gokigenyo, gokigenyo. According to them, there are 76 NES games that feature female characters, protagonist or otherwise. I'm pretty sure that if you count in the Japanese ones, there's a lot more than that. The animation is pretty smooth for a NES game. It did get praised a lot for that. There are also SMGs that shoot full caliber rifle rounds, and they're called PDW, Personal Defense Weapon. That's a boring name. You might have taken Japanese releases into account, like Apple Town Monogatari. Maybe not all of them. The jumping animation looks like it was rotoscoped. What about the dying animation? Was it rotoscope? You know, what are you doing? It's okay. It's alright. IDW Danya? Is this some Girls Frontline reference? I'm really making one stupid choice after another. This particular run seems to be cursed. Americans always abbreviate everything. If Brits were still ruling, they would call it Thunder Death Shock Weapon or something. This is so much cooler and so much more tunia. IDW is a mascot of sorts because of her introduction line and spoken year roles. Ah. What does I stand for there? Looking through this list reminds me of an exists. I literally brought it up when we were talking about the female protagonists of the NES games. What if Chunies made weapons? I'm pretty sure they did, until some point. And then it turned more into the business. I think Walter PPK is the most tuny of guns. What is so tuny about it? I don't know, sorry, I'm terribly uneducated in the matter of guns. James Bond gun? Ah! This explains everything. I was in full-on research mode. I really love moments like this when I get like super invested into something. And I always end up composing lists of my own. Lists, spreadsheets, note-taking, you name it. It just really helps me to unwind and distract. Spend some time on IMFDB if a gun model piques your interest. I don't think this will ever happen, but I will keep this name in mind if I need to look something up. Individual defense weapon? Ah, I thought I stood for some country name. I don't know why I thought that. Probably because I thought of that, was it an, Israeli gun girl? The Yandere one. Because she was also quite meme-worthy, I believe. With the Star of David slapped onto pretty much everything in her design. It's the one of the only girls in Girls Frontline that I kind of like remember, because it's hard to forget something like this. It was a commercial flop, so the girl's frontline character has attachment issues. Oh, I really love it when they do it in franchises that deal with, well, gajinkos of some sort. Like, for example, in Umamusume, you've got Harurara, that in her entire career, I don't think she has... Oh my god. She has won a single race. So her entire storyline is about having her overcome this ill fate. She's splattered in ketchup and enjoys bloodshed. She's just a big chunia. Negative that is. Oh, I see. Umamusume mentioned. Who's your who's your favorite horse girl? What if you were a video game character? What would be your attack and special attack? I don't know. Special attack probably summoning a giant lightning snail and dropping it down my enemy. Kind of like how... have you played Togon Muso Kyoko, the Umineko fighting game? Eva Beatrice has a lot of funny attacks there, and one of them is dropping a giant pudding or a jelly. Or a cake. Was it a cake? No, I think it was a jelly. Mimicking one of the scenes in the VN itself onto the enemy. I always thought it was really funny. Also wish I could eat it. I played the Umineko fighting game. I mean, of course, Lightning Snail by the name of Siesta 34 would have played an Umineko fighting game. Umineko fighting game? Yeah, have you not heard of it? It's called Togon Muso Kyoko. Quite an interesting one. Though it never got too big, I think. Ojo attack. If you were a protagonist RPG, which starting class would you like to be? I don't know, probably something that deals with magic. Maybe not in the form of... not in the form of, like, DPS, but buffs and such. Like a bishop? Yeah, kind of. Actually, I would like to get an kind of like a model with the RPG like design at some point. I think people are more familiar with it due to the characters that were imported into Mugen from it rather than the game itself. Huh? I never knew that. But then again, I've only recently learned that Mugen was still popular because of those streams where people like bet on the characters. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't remember the exact name though, but you wanted to do like a map maker RPG character, didn't you? Kind of. Yeah, salty bets. Salty Bet is still around, but super dead compared to the old days. Ah! There were also offshoots, not sure how lively they are. I mean, I was familiar with Mugen now, first and foremost because of just how it was a fighting game making tool. I've only learned about the phenomenon of salty bets somewhat recently. In 2020 or 2021, I think. There's a game called Layla. I like the box art. I think it's the one that comes from PC98, isn't it? Layla, NES. Oh, no, it's a side-scrolling action video game. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, but wait, isn't it the one that was featured in Huh? No, wait, it seems to be some offshoot of... what was that anime? What was it called? I only remember the opening from there. Ah, Dirty Pair. Dirty Pair, yeah. It seems like a Dirty Pair knockoff. I'm currently using Mugen to make my own one-on-one fighting game. Oh, that sounds really cool. Good luck with that. Dirty Pair also has a Famicom game. Well, that part is not something I'm surprised about. Oh my god. Dirty Pair, yeah. 8 playable characters, just like Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, plus I think 8 is varied enough and good enough for starting fighting game devs. 8 sounds like a nice roster, and you can cover a lot of kind of like character types there. Probably on PC Engine too. It did have a lot of anime games, right? I believe there's an actual Dirty Pair game on NES. I mean, this one seems to just be, oh my god, loosely inspired. People nowadays demand more than 26 from big studios. I mean, people nowadays can... yeah, it's up to you to decide what they can do. Brings me back to when some artists you'd follow would post work in progresses of their OCs and Mugen. I never followed the scene that closely, but I do remember this happening on a couple of occasions. It takes me back. Oh, there's a lot of you like that, apparently. Used Mugen to make my fanzine character back then. It was a ton of work. It's kind of like how... I don't even know what the closest analogy be. Remember how I tried making my own STG in Danmakufu? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that piece of software. Need a modern Mugen or a resurrection of it? I don't know if the demand would be high enough. What else does it remind me of? Ah, yes, of course. Of course. Girls recording their voice lines. Their voice lines to make an Utaloid. I tried doing that too, but I never really succeeded at that. Any Meat Boy fans here? There's a new 3D Meat Boy game. Oh, is that so? I did play only a little bit of Meat Boy when I was younger, and when it was more popular. And then I kind of just got completely obscured by everything else in my memory. Snails all share the same memories? I mean, that makes sense. You're all part of the snail hive mind after all. Just how do I hit him properly? What? Even when our jumps cross, I don't seem to be hitting him. For exactly is hitbox located? Oh, nice. Nice. Or maybe not so nice, actually. He thought he was going to jump. But I would say I did the good work surviving against him. The strongest mid-boy speedrunner versus the strongest lost level song player. Huh? Enemy is the legendary missile launcher. There's no missile launcher in this game. Or did I have to drink super milk at some point? Ah, responding to the auto barrel. Ah, played Meat Boy, but that sort of platformer just frustrates me. Oh, I mean, a lot of it is just about precision, isn't it? So essentially, something you can train for. Ah, heck, outplayed indeed. Yeah, I don't really have the new sort of projectile weapon. I'm afraid this is exactly how I have to fight this boss. Your accent is cute. Thank you. And thank you for the follow as well. Also, your head is an egg? No, it's not. I mean, have you seen eggs shaped like that? If you have, I suggest you avoid eating them, because there has to be something terribly wrong with them. It's an onigiri? Exactly. You're approaching 100 dead units, that's impressive. It's a jelly donut? Yeah, the localized version of Yellow Nightingale. They're the same shape? They're not. Okay. Why is there half death? Oh, because during the first stream I've accidentally reset the game only to realize that, well, it was really stupid. Hello, Alicia! Gakigenyo, welcome, you can do it. Thank you for believing in me. That's so many dead Yunos, I'm not even sure at this point. Me eating Yuna? You're not allowed to. You're a snail, you can't just eat your audio. What? Sorry. Jennifer Nightingale, the jelly donut-shaped prom queen. That's awful. Take it back. Take it back immediately. I remember seeing videos of snail eating cucumbers. There's also a really cool video on BBC Earth, I think, of a snail hunting down its prey. It's really cool. Snails eating strawberries? They're so adorable. You know what would be funny if Japan did respond to the whole onigiri donut thing by actually making a donut shaped like an onigiri. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a donut shaped like an onigiri, but onigiri onigiri donuts got though? Well, there are onigiri shaped like donuts. Actually, that's cute. But I guess they're just using the donut mold to shape up an onigiri like that. I remember even seeing some viral recipes of it back in the day. But yeah, here they are. Seems to be a bit cursed if you ask me. I wonder how they do the seaweed though. Chocolate? Some candy gummy wrapping? Chocolate perhaps. There is a snail called the cannibal snail since it eats other snails and slugs. Cute creature. The left one is covered in nut. No, it's not. But I do wonder what is that supposed to be. Oh, cheese maybe? Yeah, it looks like cheese. This would work as those hair rings. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, rice is so sticky after all. It's probably not a good idea to bring it anywhere close to your hair. Unless you want your love interest to pull the "oh, you've got rice on your cheek," but it would be like you've got rice on your hair instead type of moment. What? I also think I forgot to grab a life power-up. Whatever. And then they eat your hair? Yum.com. The hair of some anime characters though, it does look pretty edible. This is one of the few nice games where the Japanese box art remains in the Western release. This exact one? I mean, it's only got the anti-L as far as I'm concerned. Maybe this is why. I'm going to go silent if you don't mind me. Because I really want to focus properly on fighting him. This probably isn't going to help me though. Yeah. I was wrong, I have been deceived by Google Images. It's okay, it does happen. Rosa from Pokemon Black to White though has the most edible hair. Rosa, Pokemon Black. Oh yeah, her hair does look like donuts. I guess the chocolate colored ones. But well, because of how Pokemon designs, well, Pokemon character, human character designs work with the shapes, a lot of them look quite edible. May is good, but I like Toko more. Toko is the one with curly hair, right? Why? Okay, another try. Just how do I get past him? Oh, first hit. Second one, third one. Come on, you know you got it! Yay! lunar system is nearly complete. With it, I can create life far superior to mankind. What does he need Merle for, though? I'll demonstrate the power using this young lady. Oh no, please don't. It's so scary. I know I brought this up before, but it's almost like the machine's got an eye on it. Stop! Merle! She looks so happy though. Oh? What happened? It stopped? Oh, I wonder if Ricky's dad did something to it. Who did this? Now my creations will... Ah, it's Rosina! Father, I did! Rosina! It was you? The plot thickens. Father, please stop using innocent people this way. How could you, Rosina? With the machine off, you'll die. Ah, so it does have... Okay, I thought it was about reviving his old wife, but no, it was his daughter instead. So you want to know? My daughter died long ago. This Rosina is a simulacrum, animated by the crystal. This doesn't make her a simulacrum though, if you go by the original definition of the simulacrum. This girl is one of what you call monsters. No, Rosina! Ricky! It's true. She's so pretty though, just how can she be a monster? Stop, Crimson! Where does he go off though? Also, wow. Okay, at least I've got all of my power-ups here with me, but does that mean that if I have to restart the stage, I'll have to play it from scratch? Because it is still stage 6. Hello, Karin! Gokigin-yo! Honestly, I'm thrilled. I wonder if she is the final boss indeed. Ah. What did I even pick up? Wait, what? How did that happen? And where exactly am I supposed to go to? Ah, this is where I came from. Just don't die. I will try to, but it's not something I can promise realistically. Oh my god. Well, yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, I despawned him. How nice. Stop. Stop this immediately. Right this very second. The anime protects during this time period either have dot eyes or jewel eyes, and a lot of female characters have jewel eyes for the most part. It's cause it's the prettiest eye type in the anime. Just how was I supposed to make that jump? Well, whatever. Oh, seems that we've got something here. Okay. But nothing here though, so whatever. Ah, now let's despawn him again. Yes, kind of annoying to deal with. Ah, there you go. Right at the same spot. We need more anime girls. Says the anime girl. I'm afraid this post might have been supported, provided by the anime girl lobby. But well, I look forward to find out what will happen when I die. Actually I did not, but okay, the game seems to have understood me way too literally. Oh, thank God it restores me from this point. Of course, it's a kind and benevolent game. It would never make me go through that one boss fight again. Okay. Thank you, devs. They're so kind. Should have never doubted them. Yuna making cute noises? It's just the normal Yuna noises. You noises. What was that? A heart, I guess. Alright, I think I see what am I supposed to do here, or maybe not. I don't know. Okay, this will take me a lot of attempts. Of course I can't reach the higher platform. Can we hang out in the afterlife? Of course we can. Of course we can. I would brew you the most exquisite ghost tea pack. It's like one of those kind of games. Yeah, kind of like Super Meat Boy, isn't it? Except that it came out at a way later point than Meat Boy did. We're slowly approaching 100 dead Yunus. Well, maybe not so slowly. Super Meat Boy or I wanna be the guy? The original Rage games, aren't they? Why did you have to make this place so spiky? Count Crimson, I mean. And he doesn't exactly look like a fit kind of character. So how could he run all the way here? Whatever. Fit? No, fit. How do I pronounce short I? I could never do this. Damn. Just stretch out all of the sounds. Uncle Putenko Kigenyo, how goes the struggle? We're actually making some progress here. I saw a video of Super Meat Boy coming back as a 3D character. Yeah, it was brought up by one of the YouTube 19 snails before that. Oh? Alright, maybe not like that. That's great. Yeah, but then there's... There's this part of the game. To show the sound so long, gameplay has become even longer. That's how my streams usually are, aren't they? Oh, finally, finally. Just need to practice doing that more. The rage room. I'm not ready to rage just yet. Just find it to be quite interesting, to be fair. But here I thought I'd be able to make the jump. Oh my god, just look at you waiting for me here. You were so excited for me to enter this room, weren't you? Maybe he's a fellow nightingale snail? One of my dear fans? Recently watching a guy named I'm Got Your Bed who makes so humorous videos showing that hard games aren't hard. They're secretly guides on how to beat the game. He's funny. As in like retro games? Or just any sort of rage-inducing games? Sometimes I wonder how devs discuss the creation of certain rooms. And here we'll put a bunch of spikes with one annoying monster just to really screw with the player. Perfect! That's how the game design should be, honestly. Yeah, the SNES era. Oh, that's cool. But I think it's more fun to kind of like try to beat it on your own without a guide. But I feel like taking another really quick break if you guys excuse me. So please enjoy the boat in the meantime. And I will be right back. I'm excited to continue our playthrough of this room. Ah! Will it still hit me? No, okay, it doesn't hit me from here. Oh! Welcome back, thank you! Thank you! The struggle is real. But the audio will prevail no matter what. Ah, ba. Oh, I thought he would grab onto the edge of the platform. Seems like I have to actually make a jump, maybe. IGUB, the fella I was watching was able to beat Super Castlevania X on the SNES by using the key as his item. It deals damage and has iframes. Unfortunately, I have not played a single Castlevania game. So I'm not sure just how impressive it is, but I guess those are not exactly the functions I'd expect the key to have. But also it's so scary. I really love the level design here though. Like, unironically, I think that's a good room. This entire set of rooms. And this marks our 100th Yuno. Yay! Dead Yuno. I still find that shocking Yuno hasn't played a Castlevania game. What is so shocking about it? I haven't played a lot of huge game franchises. It would be easier to count those I did play, actually. I feel like you'll be in a good position to complete a Castlevania after beating this. Maybe I will consider picking it up then. What? I still don't know how am I supposed to get past here. It's like one of the most classic games. Yeah, but there are so many games that are considered to be classic at this point. You have to take it into account that there was already like plenty of classic games when I was growing up. My childhood didn't happen during the NES or SNES era, when the number of masterpieces everybody has to play was still fairly limited. No, she won't play it because it keeps getting brought up. I mean, maybe I will consider picking it up though. Actually, what's the PC 88/98 game you were playing where you use a whip, you know? Or did I mistake you for another VTuber who played Rusty? I did not stream Rusty. I know that Ami did play it, and I think Kiki also did, but not me. There's also Totsugeki Mix by the same developers, by the way, where you also use the whip. Is Dark Souls retro enough for you not to play it? No. No, it's not. I was born in the 1999 2000s, but I was given a Famiclone and a PS2. Well, good for you. I didn't have any consoles as a kid. Oh, you know, I mean, now I remember. She's really cool, isn't she? Is Dark Souls retro enough? No, it's not. It's not. Young snails. I mean, there are all sorts of snails out there. Among Backseater Souls games invite the loudest ones. What are some other games that invite a lot of loud backseaters? I feel like Metal Gear Solid always does. Heck. Demon Souls is from 16 years ago, that's like the PS2, right? I guess, but then again, I'm more interested in other FromSoft games like Kingsfield. And what else? Pokemon is not a FromSoft game though. How did that happen? Dark Souls is literally made for backseating or checking a wiki every few moments. I don't know, well maybe. Kingsfield has a K-Typhoon game? I never knew about that. Does it also play like on like the kind of like a 3D dungeon crawler? Zelda games? I asked about backseat games. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Pokemon? Does it really invite a lot of backseaters though? Wow. Really stuff like Diablo, anything you can build your characters, so because people will tell you they quote-unquote right build. Yeah, this can be particularly annoying. No, you know what, I think I will stick to playing games nobody really cares about. Hmm, 101. Go unlock the passive that gives you 6% stab damage now. Dark Souls was made in mind of sharing information between players with in-game memes. You can leave messages behind and see how others died. Yeah, it's kind of like the same idea that the Tower of Drago pursued, right? When they had like huge books for note-taking next to the arcade machines, and people would share whatever they found about the gameplay in those. Kind of like a community played game, meant to be played with some like shared effort. More of a vertical on the screen instead of horizontal. It's really cool though. I didn't even know phones back in the day were capable of pulling that off. I mean, like side view perspective, well yeah, of course. All of the phone games I did play, they were exactly like that. But the actual 3D, even if it's as clunky as it was in Kingsfield, that's a surprise. I refused to continue playing Pokemon because my own friend would mock me for raising my Pokemon wrong. My brother does that too, telling me my builds from Monhan are incorrect. I feel like with a lot of people there isn't really any malicious intent behind that, it's just that they're really passionate about the game and they want you to experience the way they did. But I get that it can become quite obnoxious at some point. And for me, the essential part of playing any game is stumbling upon the solution on your own. But I get that some people may want to just see it being played in the most efficient way, or some perhaps want to tell you about all of the Easter eggs and such. The way they experienced the game was by learning through trial and error, not by having someone tell them how to play correctly. Yeah, but their memory tends to conveniently obscure that. I kinda get backseating when it's for cool stuff or hidden things due to the nature of people playing the game once and never touching it again, when it's a game that's meant to be replayed. Yeah, I never know if they might figure it out themselves or not. I feel like a good point to like for backseating in cases like that is I will die there, right? Oh, surprisingly enough, I didn't. Oh. Okay. What did I want to bring up? Yeah, I feel like a good point to bring stuff like this up. This is scary. Can I come back? Can I reach it with a double jump from some point? I can't try it, it's just there to troll me, to bait me. So yeah, the sentence I'm trying to finish for God knows how many tries in a row already is... Oh, so I can stop here. A good point to bring this up would be when the, well, say streamer or somebody you watch play the game is about to leave the location and you know they have no intention of coming back there. So maybe it's a good point to bring it up then and say like, maybe you'd like to check this in here. Wink, wink. But then again, some people might get annoyed by this as well. It's really, as you said yourself, you just never know what is going to happen there. Some streamers don't even want you to do that. I can understand them. I can understand them because I want to as raw of an experience as possible, even if it means missing some potentially cool stuff. I just do not know how this works here. See you later. Bye bye. Thank you, thank you. I've seen Papers, Please backseating get bad. Just how do you backseat in Papers, Please? A lot of games like this, they're just meant, like the solutions for puzzles and stuff in them are just meant to be stumbled upon. I'd rather let them miss it unless they specifically say they don't mind. Yeah, that's probably the best approach. It's all fun and games until the streamer suddenly goes, "Chat, why didn't you tell me I missed that?" I do sometimes say this myself, right? This is scary. Of course. Of course. But still... It... looks like I can still get through here relatively well. Thankfully I can turn on our contrarian thing and realize the streamer is a pleb who does not deserve to experience the cool thing. Wow, what do you think that about me though? Wow, I'm heartbroken. But I kind of... this is sort of like a... How come he noticed me now but not before that? That's annoying. The sort of philosophy I decided to embrace when it comes to playing games, both on stream and off stream, is just to let things happen naturally and go with the flow, and kind of like live with the consequences of my choices, if that makes sense. I feel like it makes it all the more engaging, kind of, in a way. If my point does come across. You wouldn't feel honored that your snails are following your mentality? In which way exactly? Avoiding backseating me? Or like when they approach the games in the similar way? Best backseating is when it's as useful as... Just someone, did you know that enemies hurt? The less useful, the better. Did you try running to the right? That seems like a core gameplay mechanic. Oh, actually I should try that. Oh wait, there's a cutscene there. Wow, wow, you backseated me right into some progress. Crimson, the Luna system's been shut off. It's all over now. I don't need the Luna system now. Behold! That's a funny composition of the CG. Tonight is a full moon. The moon crystal's power is mine! Oh! Oh, there it is, the full moon! Wow, that's so cool! That's so cool, I absolutely adore the flying debris. It's one of the best special effects out there. Oh, he's transforming! I hope nobody has a seizure from that. It actually seems to be quite mild compared to a lot of games from that era. Wow! Oh my god. Okay, does it hurt? It's not. It does not. It does not. You have to remember this is on the NES. Yeah, it makes it so technically and visually impressive. Epilepsy warning. I feel like if you see a NES game being played, streamed, you should already approach it as if it had an epilepsy warning. Kind of. No! But okay, we got to see the boss. This game doesn't have very generous checkpoints. I don't know, I feel like those are fine. This particular one, it lets you collect all of the necessary power-ups. Because, I mean, when you die, you have to start collecting them from scratch. It's really convenient how it actually takes you back. It already happens with modern game tutorials. It asks you if you want to play the tutorial and you agree just in case there's something useful in it. And it's just basic standard stuff like press space to jump, but you still go through it just in case. It teaches you about an obvious mechanic. I end up doing that all the time. But also there are some really interesting moments in the tutorials. I think my favorite tutorial is one in Yomawari 1. Have you guys played it? It's the one where your dog dies. But I don't think this one is skippable. And then again, I do not like it because I like seeing the dog die. I just think it's a really clever way of adding some really cool emotional impact. Oh, Joe, don't forget to save your sister for the best ending. I'm not sure if she's my sister, actually. I always thought she was more of a childhood friend or something. Then there are games where you must complete the tutorial first to proceed. Yeah, I believe this is the case of Yomawari, now that I think about it. Eh? I just somehow jumped past that. Maybe if I make the jump here. Oh, okay. But you don't miss any jumps. I will try too. Thank you so much. How did that happen? Wasn't I supposed to grab onto the edge of the second platform? Why don't games use gameplay to teach mechanics anymore? Some of them do. But it's mostly the indie ones. I feel like the bigger releases, they have to keep all of the game journals in mind. Okay. Don't forget to walk up and down the stairs 10 times and deal the final blow when the clock hand reaches 6 to unlock the true end. No, thank you. TOTK did that, makes you do those shrines to learn the new mechanics. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. I think I picked up Yumavari at random for really cheap but didn't play it. I think I have it on Vita. It's a really short game. I suggest you give it a shot. The jumps are really tricky. The double jumps, I mean. Gokigenyo. Yeah, that's +1 that you know. But well, this one actually does look like the final boss, so I would say we're getting... Okay, this doesn't really mean anything. I can spend another 100 or so tries trying to beat him. So it doesn't actually bring me anywhere close to beating the game. Okay, back to my favorite room. What? At least I seem to have figured out how to do the jump here. But not this one. Well, rather than the jump and now this room, it's more of a falling down. And that didn't work for some reason this time. It's easy to pick up all video games really cheap nowadays. Yeah, for as much as $0 USD. They're so generous to offer a 100% discount. Why did I do that? I think my brain just lagged for a second. Oh, it does happen sometimes. When they tried to shut down the marketplace 2 years ago, they obviously don't see themselves making profit there anymore. Friendly reminder that Vita means life. just saw that Konami is dropping a whole Gradius collection by M2. Oh, that's cool. Wow, wait. This collection features 18 versions across all 7 arcade titles in the series. Wasn't it announced like... I feel like we discussed that maybe during my birthday? Somebody did bring this up when we were looking through the comparisons of different Gradius games. Pretty cool, wonder what's the catch? What if there isn't any for once? Just how happy would life be? It's great that they're actually offering different versions. Let's draw. Oh wait, maybe it's going to feature an ugly upscale filter. Okay. Wow! I'm somehow leaving this room with 3 whole hearts. I've been meaning to mod my Vita, just haven't gotten around to it. I really suggest you do this because like it unlocks so many opportunities for you. My default for releases that actually look interesting is I hope they don't mess it up. Are there any other releases you're looking forward to? Not even like you personally, but all of the Night and Snails. Since you're all a part of the hive mind anyway. Also wonder if there's any way of making that one jump without actually losing any HP. Incredibly easy. Best thing is being able to use any memory card on it. Remember I was really scared I would break it at some point, but no. It never happened. Even though I'm not the most tech-savvy audio in universe. Stellar Blade and Tormented Souls too. Hasn't Stellar Blade been out for some time already? Wow. If I became a full-time dedicated Miss Nightingale... hater? Oh heck. Did I just despawn him? That's cool. Audrey upload all of her VODs with a looking good filter applied to all of the gameplay. I would envy a person with that much free time on their hands. I don't have PS5 and I'm not interested in buying one. Oh, they're offering like a Windows port or something? Boomer Joe? I'm not a boomer. For cool new games, I hope they don't mess up Neo 3, new Onimusha, NG4, and the new NG side-scroller. Those are all old games. just the newer installments in the old series. Okay, I wonder what his second phase is going to be. Because I only got 1 heart left. That's cool. Let me think of new IPs. I look forward to what you're going to bring up. Oh my god, this was so lame. Steam release, so now I see. But people are going to mod the hell out of it. Aren't they? releases I personally am looking forward to. I mean, there's this rhythm game, Yun Yun Denpa Syndrome or something, about the Manhattan girl. They already are the demo that is. Am I surprised? Well, not at all. The dev encourages mods? My god. I mean, it does look like that kind of a game. Where the devs would understand what people are truly passionate about. But still, I'm not a big fan of the visuals in Stellar Blade. Not because it is over-sexualized or something, but just because all of the outfits, they're just ugly. It's not about even like how revealing or fan service they are. They're just ugly. But maybe the mods are going to fix it. I just fell all the way past it. Eve looks fine, but isn't really my type. Shake Yourself is okay. Is Eve the protagonist? It's fine. It's mostly about all of the costumes she's wearing. I feel like one of the reasons, say, the Beast design got so successful and popular is partially because her outfit is, well, it is revealing, alright, and it is very sexy, but it's very elegant at the same time, especially when she's wearing her like full dress with this beautiful skirt and the princess sleeves and not the princess sleeves, the puffy sleeves on top of it. Just how do I jump here? And the feats in Stellar Blade, they kind of like they're just sexy without any substance to them. Just sleazy for the sake of being sleazy. No! No! Non desu wa. When do I even get through here? Oh yeah. Some of them seem to be based on actual Korean fashion. Yeah, it doesn't make them any less ugly though. Like the Don't Undress or something. It's just ugly too. It lacks the class. I seem to have been successfully avoiding some of his hits in the beginning, and I wonder how did I do that? Is it purely the sake of good timing? Or is there more to it? Perhaps I have to be jumping from some particular place? I don't know. Have primate brain, so I receive neuron activation. That's fine, I mean, I was just stating my own opinion. At least the girl herself is cute, So, I mean, I can easily imagine her wearing some nice outfits. And especially, like, if people end up modding something into the game. Perhaps her wardrobe is going to become more diverse. There is a design I truly detest for being ugly, it's Bayonetta. This one is beyond any salvation. Past the point of no return. The very definition of ugliness. And then again, people bring up that it was designed by a woman, as if women can't design ugly characters. I'm also not really a fan of Bayonetta, though I think she looked better in 3. I think she looked the best in that one 2D prequel. I don't remember what it was called. It reminds me of the Dead or Alive gacha. It sounds good on paper, but somehow most of the outfits are mean, and I think the models aren't detailed enough. I really have to check out Dead or Alive. I think it's a crime that I ended up completely missing it altogether, even though I am a seasoned fan of Senran Kongoro, for example. I get it's Kami's type, but it's not my type either. I'm so happy so many people agree with me, so many snails. Also, I guess it's the power of our mutual dislike towards Bayonetta's design, but I got to make this jump successfully. I'm really proud of myself. Go kinyo. Go kinyo. Ma. Okay, I need to think about how to approach the boss. Once again, it would have been made really easy if I had some long-distance projectiles. But my sword is the only thing I have. So, it has to be something else, and give me a moment, I'll drink some water. Like a true contrarian, I've played the first 2 DOA fight dance, but not the newer ones. Is that really a contrarian stance? Okay, maybe I should have stepped back a little. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was really scary. What a thrill! Thank you for the follow. What a thrill! I don't think the general public these days remembers anything about it apart from 5, 6 and the gacha. Can this... Damn. Be applied to pretty much any franchise that still exists to the day. Oh, I go. The true contrarian, I will always disagree with what the majority says. In this case, the majority is Yuna's chat, so Bayonetta's design is actually superb. I appreciate you staying true to your contrarian values. Oh, yeah. I feel like there is a point at which he sends the orbs like straight under him. Guess I'll die here. Or maybe I won't. Couldn't think of any new. It is all your fault. Take responsibility. Couldn't think of any new IPs. Well, now you have to. To make up for what you did. Ushiromi Batora. This one's on me. Majority of the DOA community didn't like 6 but liked 5 last round. Itagaki didn't like 5 because he didn't work on it and said it tried too hard to be a fighting game. What else is it supposed to be if not a fighting game? Like strictly a fanservice game? No, I feel like there's kind of like an entire list of IPs so that people think everybody should play at some point, at least once in their life. It would be interesting to come up with the Night and Snails approved list. And then use it to avoid streaming these games like a plague. Well, no. I tried too hard to be a serious FGC fighting game and forgot some of the silly/fun aspects. Ah! Oh, that's too bad then. Because it seems to be, once again, one of the really important thing about DOA's identity as a game. Daskaru. No. As I said before, I do not really plan on avoiding any popular games altogether, and it would be fun to visit some of them, except for maybe like the super popular ones that would inevitably invite more backseating. Then again, I probably wouldn't be interested in streaming those in the first place. But, well... I could pull some ideas from it, I guess. Well, how did I do that? Okay, let's observe it. They're stalking me down, and the fire goes both ways, actually. I can't stop thinking about how if I say a word that ends with S and then say actually after this, it ends up sounding as sexually. I need to ruminate a little bit on this boss battle. Oh, so it returns all the way back. It's so clever, but also so cruel at the same time. It's actually like your English teacher taught you, but no one understands you. Huh? 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 My pronunciation is a terrible mishmash of just some things I picked up along the way, and I guess some pronunciations I've been taught in school, obviously, and then me coming up with some complete and utter nonsense in most cases. Actually, I never expected to see the comparison between DOA and Smash, but I guess it works, kind of, in the context. Oh my god! Oh. It was the McDonald's bit from Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Ah! I'm so silly. It's been a while since I've last rewatched Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. A joke can adjust your events. I'm not getting any AC back here in the backseat. I've only got one air vent. I'm not sure if this is enough. Doesn't provide proper ventilation. This anime girl is going to die from overheating. Roll down the window. But aren't you supposed to keep the windows closed for the AC to work properly? Apparently there is an angry dog outside. I really hate it when I walk around some well, maybe not rural area, but the one now full of small, like, detached houses, and they obviously keep dogs there, and they just start barking at me aggressively, and I get so scared. Thank god dogs can't really jump. Would have been really inconvenient otherwise. Once again, I only have one heart left. Wonder if there's any proper way of getting past that. Surely I can survive the first phase with more hearts left, right? At times where I cycled out to a truly rural no man's land sort of area and got chased by people's big dogs. Yeah, this happened to me as well. And I had to just dive head first into some grass. Or rather than grass, those were some dried up plants, dried up bushes. And they had a ton of spikes on them, and I ended up bruising and scratching myself really badly. Stealth? Yeah, the stealth grass, you know, the suspiciously tall one. But yeah, this is why I think that maybe I should carry a huge rock with me when I go on a hike. Just in case I meet the dogs. So that I can hit myself in the head. And pass away without having to deal with getting beaten by a dog and everything. Could pick up bear mace. This feels somehow wrong to Freya. Mama. Wait, I'll drink some more water in the meantime. And oh, hi Takako! Gokigenjo, thank you for the follow. In the light of this wonderful event of Miss Takako following me, let me switch up your outfit. The Night and Snails to the maid one. They're wonderful, but they're also stupid barket chasers. Especially when they're not being taken proper care of. Does he have a second phase? Yeah, it does. And this is where I keep dying. It's where he starts spawning those purple fumes at me. While the ground is covered in flames. Hello, I hope you're doing well today. Extremely well, thank you. Most dogs shouldn't be roaming freely at all, and those that are should be especially thoroughly trained. I feel like... Oh wow, I managed to do this jump. Just how did that happen? I feel like unfortunately a lot of people kind of like buy the dogs for the hunting season and then just abandon them afterwards. I feel like it should be appropriate to sue people like that and report them to the police or something. Doesn't this classify as animal abuse? If this is not reportable offense, I do not know what is. Because other than well, harming an animal, and I'm pretty sure it does deal plenty of harm to it, it also is not safe for other people like at all. And it should definitely be observed and controlled more strictly. It's just the worst, especially since hunting use teaches plenty of bad habits to the dog. It's definitely abuse since they can't generally care for themselves and will fall ill and die, in addition to causing harm to others by forming wild dog packs. Just wish governments actually paid more attention to this, because it's awful. I feel bad for both the dogs and people that will inevitably be hurt by them. Oh, I seem to have found his sweet spot, but unfortunately I've only got 2 lives left here. Oh! 3rd phase now? Oh? I killed him. Huh? The Luna system's gone haywire. We have to leave before it explodes. Rosina, come with us. She probably can't survive on her own, right? She's just like an abandoned dog. I cannot come with you. I'm not Rosina. Only a copy made in her image. Even if you are, inside, you're no different from anyone. That's true, I mean, she did save him and everything. She went out of her way to warn Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. You're the first person to say such a thing. But I'm only alive now. Because of the moon crystal. Kendrick is dead. Think of something. He's a scientist after all. With the Luna system deactivated, I shall not live much longer. Also, epilepsy warning. As the Count's daughter, it is my duty to ensure all traces of his folly aren't destroyed. The text is really slow here. Rosina. Ricky, if things were different, we might have become good friends. It's not safe here. Go, quickly. Oh, wait, I actually have to go back? Oh my god. Wait, but I don't remember the path. But that's actually impressive. Time to... yeah. Oh, so this is why all of those shortcuts were here. Will I make that in time? I no longer know. I mean, seems like plenty of time, but... no! The Metroid-esque escape sequence? Oh, Metroid features those as well? I didn't know, that's cool. Just love to see how uneducated this audio is in the popular video game matters. Alas, Rosina. Such a shame to abandon her there. Also, I can't really do the double jumps. Who cares? Who cares? Well, maybe I do. As a matter of fact. Never remember this was a thing. I got so close to the exit though. Well, surely this time. Or maybe not. It makes the level design so much better in hindsight. I was really wondering, like, as to why exactly they inserted all those shortcuts here. But now it does make perfect sense. But yeah, I bet I'm not going to survive this one either. Do I have to replay it from scratch? Oh no, thank god, the game once again shows its kindness and mercy to me. I'm back and everything is breaking apart. I swear those two are not related. It's not breaking apart because of you. It's because I'm a cool audio and I did beat the boss. But how come I'm stripped of all of my power-ups? I mean, I could really use a double jump here. No, I shouldn't have jumped here. I should have fallen down. Was stripped our audio. I knew somebody would make a joke like that. Real Metroid escape sequence? I really want to play Metroid eventually. Though maybe, I don't know, perhaps I would be interested in playing more Castlevania first. Huge Metroidvania fan. Excited to play Metroid and Castlevania for the first time. But I mean, in Metroid I can draw mobs, right? Why do I keep making this stupid jump? More? Not more. Just, well, in general, I should play it. Okay, falling down here. Ah! Believe? Please believe in me, Night and Snails. The first Metroid you'll definitely need a map. Other games come with the map screen. Even if it's for just one game, it's still really cool. And I appreciate having to draw the maps on my own. Wow. Will I make it in time? I don't know. I mean, almost. Ah! I keep forgetting there are spikes here. It's what murdered me last time. It's a rough part with the time limit. But it adds. It definitely adds up some thrill to it, right? So, why did I go there? I was like, this must be a shortcut. And just killed myself. Zero reaction time with those spikes. I mean, you're supposed to remember it. Haven't played it so many times. Not you as in like you, but the player, me. The game expected me to rely on my wonderful foolproof memory. What it didn't take into account is the fact that I do not keep the spreadsheet for spikes in the video game levels, and maybe I should, just in case. But I definitely appreciate how dramatic the entire thing looks. It was my job to remember the spikes I failed you. No. It's okay. It's okay. Pay it no mind at all. A real Ojo-sama should be perfectly self-dependent. You should not rely on your snails too much. This goes against the values of the Knight and Snail family. Why did I jump here? Spikes, remember to extend when Miss Nightingale comes running. Wow, so you're now backseating the game instead of the streamer. Alright. I was not aware of your game. Of your game backseating game. Why did I do this? No, I watched you defeating the boss part. You did great. Thank you. But perhaps it's about time I've left this laboratory. Okay, there we go, there we go. Ah. It's alright. Still fine. There you go. We're in the middle of the stage now. Everything's shaking. Everything's falling apart. Their audio is scared. Night and snails come pick me up. That's a terribly accommodating place. I would be surprised if it was. Okay, there's going to be another set of spikes here. Let's just run past them. 3 seconds to... This was so intense. Oh, it's so cool. So cool to see this place crumble down. Pure cinema. So true. Of course. Oh, I love how they depicted the transparency of the rays of light here. The mind's sinking. The crystal's going to the bottom of the sea. Never to be misused again. Abusing a great power has tragic consequences. Dad wanted the crystal's power to be used to help people. I wish I could help his research. This is the beginning of his villain arc. I'm sure you can, Ricky. Use power to make a better world. I think that's what Rosina would have wanted. Let's go home. Oh, that's a pretty shot. Oh, everyone's... And they... Oh my god. Even the ship, the pirate ship is back there in the background. Oh, the clouds! Wow! So artsy and so beautiful. Oh, I absolutely love how they went with the cloud shading here. It's wonderful. Man, that was so nice. And wow, that's a lot of that Jonas, huh? 112.5. But I hope it did level me up a little as a gamer. The stairs to this end. When was half of a Yuna lost, and I tried to reset the game, and it was a really stupid decision. But why? It was so cool! And that marks another game beaten. What did you guys think of this one? Actually, let me turn the BGM on so that the sound from my mic is not as jarring. Like if there's one part I did not quite get there is how when Rosina said that like when Ricky called her basically a real human inside, this was the first time she's heard anything like that. Does that mean her dad revived her just to keep telling her she's a fake and will never replace his real daughter. It's awful. He should be stripped of the parental rights. It was very impressive visually. Yeah, especially if you take it into the account that it's a NES game. Didn't go to the moon, game sucks. Oh yeah, obviously in the game called Moon Crystal you'd want to go to the moon. You don't often tell people that they're real humans. You guys are real snails. Are you happy to hear that? It was quite punishing, but at the same time fairly refined game of the era. Yeah. I absolutely adore the visuals here. The entire visual direction of the cutscenes and such. And surprisingly enough, it had quite an... I won't say this easy to follow or coherent. It had quite a solid plot for the NES game. Because if I recall correctly, a lot of them had to... Not only in this particular era, but in general, a lot of the games had to push the plot into the manuals and fan books. Thank you, Nuvi. Now it's difficult to come up with compliments for ones such as we. The maid of Fuku fits you quite lovely. Your teapots are very big and beautiful, and I love the tea you're brewing in them. Let's all remember to thank our parents, friends, and co-workers and tell them that, wow, you're a real human being, not a fake one. I will make sure to tell this regularly to my friends. Wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was a very polished experience. Polished is a good word for it. Indeed. But yeah, I think this is where my stream ends for today. It's so unusual for me to end up at such an early time. But we've got a perfect trade target, I guess. Because DJ is doing her new outfit debut, and I did plan on raiding her to begin with. Congrats on beating the game. Thank you. Are there any anime you would like to recommend as of late? I do not really watch a lot of anime these days. But if there will be any, I will make sure to bring them up on stream. But yeah, we will be raiding DJ, who is having a very important event there on her channel. And bye bye, see you sometime later this week. I do not know if there will be a schedule or not, but if there will be one, I will post it at a somewhat later time. And see you. Bye bye. Bye bye.